This video is a fundraiser for a charity that supports struggling animators in Japan. Use hashtag SaveAnime to spread the word, and donation links are in the description as well as pinned as top comment. This is Sugawara Jun, and he's in Japan helping animators through his non-profit organization, Animation Supporters. But why do animators need help? Why is there a non-profit dedicated to providing them living quarters and helping them survive? Well, in this video, we're gonna find out why. Anime brings in more than $20 billion a year, yet its artists are earning barely enough to eat. In recent years, anime has managed to become globally recognizable, and major players like Netflix and Prime Video commissioning huge exclusive anime series to their catalog. Intense action scenes, romance, and a rich audiovisual experience have turned anime in the West from something that only geeks have watched. I mean, I used to get made fun of from watching anime in high school. Now you get made fun of if you don't watch it, to a mainstream phenomenon. But anime's success masks a disturbing reality. Many of the animators behind the on-screen magic are broke and work in conditions that can lead to hospitalization and even suicide. What's behind the magical anime curtain is actually very hard to watch. In 2010, an animator working at A1 Pictures, makers of Sword Art Online and Fairy Tail, committed suicide. He was overworked to death, claiming that he was working 600 hours a month, which is roughly 20 hours a day. Death by overwork is so common in Japan, it even has its own name: karoshi. Henry Thurlow, an American animator that moved to Tokyo to live out his dream of creating anime, discovered the working conditions were nothing short of slave labor. They don't pay you even remotely minimum wage, he says. They overwork you to the point where people are vomiting at work and having to go to the hospital for medicine. They demand that you come in whenever they realize a deadline isn't going to be met. That probably means about a month and a half of non-stop work without a single day off. Then you'll be allowed to go back to work to your regular 6-day work weeks of 10-hour days. No one talks, no one gets lunch or anything. Thurlow ended up in the hospital 3 times due to exhaustion and illness. The Japanese animation industry is so harsh, he says, it should be illegal. Daigo Nakamura, a 43-year-old Japanese animator, said that 2 full days of work earned him less than $40. In this industry, even if an anime is a huge hit, those profits go to the studio bosses and producers, says Nakamura. Animators are not treated as employees, but instead as freelancers, so they don't see any of the returns. Nakamura says that after 10 years in the anime industry, he was still earning less than $25,000 a year, and at one point he collapsed from extreme fatigue and had to have an ambulance called to wheel him out. It was at that point that he quit animation as his main profession. At a major studio, animators may earn around $1,000 per month, but at lesser known ones, it can be more like $300 a month. Even less if you're in training, and perhaps zero if you're just getting your foot in the door.
研修の最初の2ヶ月は研修費っていうのが2万円出て、まあ死ぬなってなって。
ですよね。
はい。家に帰らないっていう人もいっぱいいるんで。会社の机の人とかで寝っ転がってもう寝泊まりしてる人とか1週間ぐらいずっといるとか1ヶ月いるとかおじさんとかはそういう人が多い50、60ぐらいの。
いやでも一緒に会社で働いたらきつくないですか正直。
そういう人もいます。きついです。
きついですよね。
はい。
毎月のお給料。そ
れが5万円で会社を出てフリーランスになった時は4万円、3万円月ですね。
だって15時間働いてる日とかありますよね。休みなくて。
はい。
For comparison, the average animator in the United States makes about $6,000 per month. Herein lies the issue. All of the money from producing anime goes straight to the top, straight to the executives and the producers. The animators don't get any of it. And management stands firm on this outdated Japanese culture of underpaying animators. Even though the popularity and market cap of anime continues to skyrocket year over year, the Japanese culture has not adapted, and they refuse to change. Instead of using the extra cash flow to support these struggling animators and provide them with good working conditions, instead management siphons all of the extra funds. Even if anime is a hit and the studio makes a lot of money, it doesn't trickle down to the animators. Instead, management is pocketing all of that extra cash.
1兆円もあったらその低賃金の意味がわからないというか、
作品を作る時に制作委員会っていう出資している人たちで作っている団体がまずあって、制作委員会から制作会社に降りてくる制作費っていうのが非常に少ないっていうところがまずはもう一番根本的な原因だと思います。で、現実はみんなこんな状態になってる。それを考えた時にこのシステムは間違ってるんじゃないのかっていうことですよね。
But finally, there is a way that we can help. A Tokyo-based nonprofit dedicated to improving working conditions for anime industry professionals called Animator Supporters reached out to me. At their animator dormitory, animators can live for less than $250 a month in the heart of Tokyo, so they have an easy commute to work. And that $250 covers their rent, utilities, and internet. They've opened multiple dormitories across Tokyo and have housed over 50 animators to date. They offer training to new animators by guiding them and giving them experience through in-house projects like their music videos. By hiring animators that they are supporting, they can pay wages of up to 400% of traditional standards, meanwhile providing inexpensive housing in the heart of Tokyo. Animation Supporters is trying to raise $100,000 to solidify their future of helping young, struggling animators. You can donate right now with the link in the description to see their funding page and donate if you want. The best part about all of this is the potential to change the industry. If animators continue to quit due to poor working conditions, there won't be anyone left to animate these series that we love so much. The industry as it stands is, in essence, set in old ways, having perpetuated an incredibly inefficient production methodology. To illustrate this, notice how studios are being unable to deliver products within their set date of delivery, and this has become normalized. Conditions like this have created a state of unprofitability for the industry, meaning that the industry is very unlikely to pursue betterment for employees, making the fight for fair wages or a studio that treats employees fairly an arduous endeavor. So I wanted to make this video as a fundraiser to implore you to donate to this cause. It's a really good cause. It's a nonprofit in Japan that helps young struggling animators. I'm also asking that you reach out to your favorite YouTubers. I think this is a really nice thing that we can do to give back to the community that we've enjoyed so much. If we work together, we have a chance of making a mark on this industry. We have a chance of showing that the West cares. We could potentially change the culture of this outdated industry and give back to people creating content that we love. Make sure you guys like the video and leave a comment, boost that engagement. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and it will share the video to more people. I'm also considering a trip to Japan later this year, potentially early next year. I want to actually go there and document the process of how they house these young animators and even go interview them and see their experiences. So hopefully we can raise some money for this nonprofit in Japan dedicated to helping animators. I hope you guys will pitch in if you can. I'm going to pitch in myself. And hopefully we can get some more YouTubers to also make videos on this topic and help these young struggling animators. I'm Mastar, and I'll see you on the next one.